Good morning. Thanks for coming out this morning. For those that are in the studio and for those that are virtually here, thank you. Trudy's gone to get her coffee. We know that's why she's not there. My name's Wayne. For those that don't know me, I'll be guiding you through your practice this morning. And does anybody know what tomorrow is? First day of spring. I'm so excited. Yes, I'm so excited. Not that something's different going to happen tomorrow, but just that it is the first day of spring tomorrow. And what a there absolutely is. And what a beautiful day we're having here. I think it was 8 degrees when I was driving down in my car this morning, which is great. And it just, I don't know if it's supposed to be sunny all day. Is it here in Kamloops?
I think there's a chance of rain, but I won't say that now because it's beautiful.
Okay, well, we'll just see. And wherever you are, for those that are in Kamloops, great, you get to see the sun. And wherever you are in Vancouver or wherever, hopefully you get some sun as well. Do listen to the body as we move through the practice this morning. I love to remind people of that, and you know that. Those that are regular, I say at the beginning of every class. We are going to do some spring cleaning ourselves today because it is spring tomorrow, so that's the theme. And we are going to really work on detoxing the body. And when I say detoxing, we're going to do a little bit of twists today. So it's important that you do listen to the body. There will be lots of options and variations that you can use. And for those that want a stronger practice, that'll be there. And for those that want something a little bit not as strong, that will be there. And you can adjust yourself as well. Folks in the virtual world, I can hardly see you. I shouldn't say I can hardly see you, but you're little squares on my screen. So I trust that you will be doing what you need to do and taking care of yourself as we move through the practice today. And, you know, this whole idea about spring, which I'm just excited because the days are longer and we have, you know, the sun and it's warmer, and being an introvert and a bit of a hermit, surprise, you know, it's nice just to be able to get outside and enjoy the warmer weather. There's something that happens when we do that. Our spirits are lifted, you know, because the days are longer, there's more sunshine. Because the days are warmer, we can get outside. We can even visit. First time, I think tomorrow we're visiting with friends, social distantly, outside. I haven't seen them in months. Fantastic. I hope it's sunny tomorrow. So there's this sense of spring that, you know, it's warm. The blossoms are going to be coming up soon. Maybe for those that are in Vancouver or wherever you are, maybe you've already got some of that happening. Some of the early flowers are coming up as well. And the spirit becomes lighter. And so we're going to clean house physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually as we move through our practice today. And hopefully that will help to prepare you for a glorious spring ramping up to summer. So let's get started, sitting nice and tall. Hands on your thighs, shoulders are up, back and wide. Soft gaze with the eyes or the eyes closed. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Just let go of your day, whatever it's been. If you're still, you know, sipping on that coffee to kind of get your energy going, just notice, breathe. Even taking a fresh breath of air is like spring in and of itself. Notice any areas of tension or tightness in the body. Notice your energy level. Is it high or low or somewhere in between this morning? And also whether or not the mind is busy already, or if there's a sense of quiet and calm about you this morning as you take in this pre-spring day. Slowly bring your hands together in Ujjai Mudra, palm to palm. We'll begin our practice, as we always do, by chanting the sound of Om, followed by one round of the Anusara invocation. You don't need to know it. Just listen in if you're not familiar. Or if you prefer not to sing, I had to get over that. And we'll do an Om at the end of that. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth, clear the throat if you need to. And inhale to Om. Om Namah Shivaya Murave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishpapanchaya Shantaya Nilalambaya Tejase. Om. One more deep inhale. Slow exhale. We're going to get started in table this morning. So props to the side. If you have blocks, do have them near the front of your mat. And if you have a knee pad or a blanket at home, just for your knees, you're welcome to use that as well. So hands under the shoulders. Knees are right under your hips. Spread your fingers wide and tuck your toes behind you. If you have Ujjai breath in your practice and you want to incorporate beginning by breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the nose with a slight constriction in the back of the throat, please do so. You know that I will remind you of the breath. And just pause for a moment. Feel the breath. Let it fill the body. And exhale. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, let your heart sink towards the floor and let your ribs sink towards the floor, arching your lower back. As you inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your head, coming into cow. And as you exhale, round the spine, head comes down, hips come forward into cat. Inhale, moving through cow pose, and exhale, rounding into cat. Breathing in to come forward. And breathing out to round. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling the movement, the motion of the spine. Inhaling to come forward, and the next time you exhale, roll your ribs to the right, round the ribs back, roll to the left, and inhale to come forward. So you will be circling and rounding. You can make big circles, little circles, just feeling the movement of the spine. Maybe the body is creaking and cracking like mine. One more time, moving to the right, rounding back, over to the left. Inhale to come forward, and then the pendulum's going to swing the opposite way, moving to the left, rounding to the right. Still aware of the breath. One last time, rolling to the left, rounding back, over to the right, and come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward about 2 to 4 inches. Inhale your right arm up to the side. And as you exhale, slide the right arm behind the left, rest on the right shoulder, and take your left hand above your head and come onto fingertips so that you can draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Straighten your top arm if you can. Breathe. And as you exhale, bring your left hand back, press into the left hand, bring yourself all the way back up. Fix your hair. Okay, just me. Inhale your left arm. No sense of humor today. Left arm up to the side. Slide your left hand behind the right, resting on your right shoulder. Sorry, left shoulder this time. Right arm comes overhead. Lift the palm off the floor. Try to straighten that top right arm. Try to keep your hips level. And then draw the front ribs towards the back body. Breathe. And on an inhale, bring your right arm back and press back into table. Keep the toes tucked behind you. Push your hips back towards your heels. Arms are fully extended in front of you. And lift the palms off the floor again, coming onto the fingertips. Lift the outside of the arms, draw the shoulder blades onto your back, and draw your front ribs towards the back body. In puppy pose, Shavasana. Aware of the breath. Keeping the engagement of the upper body, press your palms, fingertips back into the floor. Inhale up through table and then lower your hips towards the floor, coming into a version of cobra. And as you exhale, lift the hips and push back again into puppy. Inhale, coming forward into cobra. And exhale, lifting the hips, rounding, pushing back, puppy. One more time, inhaling forward, hips sink, let the heart lift. And exhale, push back into puppy. We'll stay in puppy. Keep pressing the fingertips, finger mounds into the floor. Lift your outside of your arms. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Engage your core. And on your next inhale, press into the toes, lift your hips, and come into downward dog. Knee pads can go to the side. Keep lifting the outside of the arms, drawing the shoulder blades onto your back. Draw your front ribs towards the back body. Legs are working towards straight as you press into the toe mounds of the back feet. And as you exhale, bend your knees, step forward to a forward fold. Now check that your feet are hip distance apart. Second toes are parallel to each other, as well as the sides of the mat. And notice if one foot is slightly forward of the other. Try to even them out. Oh, you've got lines on your mat there, Nicole. That's nice. That's handy. If your hands don't come quite to the floor, use blocks. And have your hands 6 to 12 inches in front of your feet so that your hips are right over your ankles. Legs are working towards straight, head is hanging. Press your fingertips into the floor, draw the shoulder blades onto the back. And as you inhale, press into the fingers, lift the heart. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold. And one more time, pressing your fingers into the floor or blocks, lifting the heart. And exhale, bow, forward fold. Draw your feet towards each other, bring your hands to your hips. Draw the elbows, shoulder blades towards each other, and inhale to come up to standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. Arms to your side. Lift your toes, spread them nice and wide. Press the big toe mounds into the mat, the inside of your heels. Press your little toe mound into the mat and the outside of your heels. Four corners of the feet pressing into the floor. Allow the toes to come down, but keep the engagement of the feet. In fact, draw the toe mounds back towards your heels as you lift through the arches of the feet up into the pelvis. Still rooting yourself into the floor, and then rising up through the legs, through the pelvis. Lift the side body long, shoulders come up towards your ears. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back and let the shoulders come down. Engaging your core by drawing the front of the body towards the back body. And one final adjustment, without lifting your chin, just draw the ears back. There you go. Standing nice and tall. Still feeling the four corners of the feet into the floor. As you inhale, arms come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, reaching up, lengthening from the feet, reaching up through the arms. Spread your fingers like rays of sunshine on a beautiful spring day. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Front body towards the back body. Breathe. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to the floor. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Step your left foot back, coming to a runner's lunge. So the left knee is lifted. Feet are drawing towards each other. Pull your right hip back. And then press out through the left heel, through the crown of the head as you lengthen and soften your heart. Keep lifting your inner left thigh up towards the sky. Noticing the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And rock yourself forwards and backwards and step your left foot forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Runner's lunge, hands in line with your front ankle. Feet are drawing towards each other and you're drawing your left hip back. Press into the toe mounds of your right foot. Lengthen out through the right heel, the crown of your head as you soften the heart. Shoulder blades on your back. Breathe. Rock forwards and backwards and step your right foot forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Hands to the floor, step back, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to come forward into plank, Balakasana. Keep your hips level with your shoulders. And then either lower your knees or push yourself forward to come all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Roll the shoulder blades onto your back and pull your chest forward. Cobra. Try not to lock the elbows. You want them to slightly bend. Shoulders are down. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. And exhale to lower. Tuck your toes. Push back. Downward dog. Bottom of your exhale, step forward to a forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. Feet draw towards each other. We're going to come up, so either hands to your hips to come up or arms out in front of you to inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to the heart. Arms to your side. Inhaling arms all the way up. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, hands to the floor, step back, downward dog. As you inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Press into the toe mounds of the right foot. Keep your hips level. And as you inhale, step your right foot forward and bring your left knee to the floor. If you want to use a knee pad or blanket under your left knee, you're welcome to. Hands to your front right thigh. Draw the foot and knee towards each other and pull your right hip back. Lean into that front right knee. Still draw the right hip back. Push into the knee with your hands to lengthen, and then inhale your arms all the way up, Anjaneyasana. Rotate the little pinkies towards each other, drawing the shoulder blades down and on the back. Good. Now lengthen the tailbone towards the floor. Engage your core, lift the heart, and breathe. And as you exhale, hands are going to come to the floor. Left knee is going to lift behind you. Step back, downward dog. Knee pad to the right side if you're using one. Left leg will lift as you inhale. Hips are level. Press into the toe mounds of your back foot. And step your left foot forward, right knee to the floor, hands to your front left thigh. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Pull your left hip back. Lean into that left knee. Lengthen through the side body, and as you inhale, arms come all the way up. Anjaneyasana, honoring Hanuman's mother, Anjane. Rotate your pinkies towards each other. Shoulder blades on the back, shoulders are down. Now lengthen through the tailbone, engage your core, lift the heart. Breathe. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right knee will lift, step back, downward dog, knee pad to the side. Inhale forward into plank. And then either lower the knees or push yourself forward to come all the way down. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Draw the tailbone down towards your heels. Roll the shoulders onto your back and pull your chest forward. Cobra. Ears draw back. Bhujangasana, Cobra. Elbows are still bent. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toes, push back, downward dog. And just pause in downward dog for a few moments. Press the fingertips, finger mounts into the mat. Lift the outside of your arms. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Engage your core. Legs are working towards straight. Step your right foot forward and bring the left knee to the floor again. Turn your left shin perpendicular to the mat. So your left foot goes to the right side. Hands are on the inside of your right shin. Draw the foot and knee towards each other, and then push your hips back towards the back of the mat. Tuck the right hip underneath you, and extend your arms forward. Try to stay on fingertips so that you can draw the shoulder blades onto your back. And if your right knee is rolling in, you want to bring your hands closer towards the shin and pull that right hip back. As you exhale, perhaps your head and your heart lowers even closer towards the floor. Press into your hands. Bring yourself back up. Bring the hands on the inside of your right foot. Turn your left shin back to a lunge pose. Walk your left knee back so there's a nice opening. And then walk your right foot out slightly towards the right side. Draw the right foot, left knee towards each other. We're going to come into lizard, Uttan Prishtasana. So if you want to use blocks here, you're welcome to do so. 3 different options. Stay high on your hands. Bring your elbows onto a block or bring your elbows to the floor. Do listen to your body. Everybody is different, and each day is different. Keep drawing the right foot, left knee towards each other. Pull that right hip back. See if you can draw the tailbone into the body as you lengthen out through the crown of the head. And instead of letting the head drop down towards the floor, lift it so that the spine is long and lengthened. And let your heart sink towards the floor. Nice, Eva, looks good. Keep breathing. As you inhale, press into your hands to come all the way up. Walk your right foot back to where its normal location is. Hands are on either side of your right foot. Lift your left knee behind you and drop the left heel to come into side angle pose by bringing your right forearm to your right thigh. Draw the feet towards each other. And then move your hips over a bit towards the left as you tuck your right hip underneath you. Press into the toe mounds of your back foot. Extend your left arm in front of you to the left side, parallel to the floor. Roll the left shoulder blade onto the back, and then take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. Really lengthen out through that left arm. Draw the tailbone into the body and then open the heart even more as you extend that left arm. Breathe. Looking at your front foot, bring your left hand to the floor about where your left foot would be and lift your left heel behind you. Right hand to your right thigh. Push into your right thigh to roll the right shoulder onto the back. Draw the feet towards each other. Pull your right hip back. And then if you like, extend the right arm up towards the sky. Back thigh is lifting. Nice breath work. I can hear the breathing. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step your back foot forward about halfway and see if you can straighten both legs. Feet are pointing forward. Blocks can be very handy here if your hands don't come to the floor. Draw your right foot and right hip back. Lengthen out through the spine. And if you'd like a little bit more opening, flex your front right foot. And energetically draw the right heel back towards your left foot, as well as the right hip. As you exhale, press your right foot into the floor. Step your left foot forward to a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Make sure the feet are level with each other. Press into your fingers, lift the heart. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. Right foot's going to step all the way back. Place a knee pad under the right knee. And turn your right shin perpendicular to the mat, hands on the inside of your left shin. Draw the feet towards each other. Push your hips towards the back of the mat. And then tuck your left hip underneath you and extend your arms forward onto fingertips. Let the heart sink towards the floor as you draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Breathing in, breathing out. On your next inhale, press into the hands to come all the way up. Bring your hands along the inside of your left foot and walk the left foot out slightly. Turn your right shin back to a lunge pose. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Pull your left hip back. We're going to prepare to come into lizard again. Uttan Prishtasana. So either stay high on your hands using blocks, come down onto blocks, or onto your elbows on the floor. Keep your head in line with the rest of the spine and let your heart sink towards the floor as you draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Lengthen out through the tailbone, through the crown of the head, and breathe. As you inhale, press into your hands to come all the way up. Walk your left foot back to a regular location. Hands on either side of your front left foot. Lift your right knee behind you and drop the right heel. Left forearm to your left thigh, coming into side angle pose on the opposite side. Feet are going to draw towards each other. Tuck your left hip underneath you. Press into the toe mounds of your back foot. Right arm comes out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Roll the right shoulder blade onto the back and take your right arm over your right ear, palm face down. Really lengthen out through that top arm. Draw the tailbone into the body. Extend, reach, engaging your core. Right shoulder blade is on the back. And as you exhale, bring your right hand to the floor. Lift your right heel behind you. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Roll the left shoulder onto the back. Draw your feet towards each other. Left hip draws back. And then if you want, extend your left arm up. Keep lifting your back thigh. Spring cleaning, detoxing the body. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step your right foot forward about halfway. Both feet are facing forward. Straighten both legs. Draw the left foot, left hip back. Lengthen out through the spine. And if you want more opening, flex your front left foot, drawing the left heel back towards the right foot. Press your left foot into the floor. Step your right foot forward. Forward fold. Press into the fingers. Lift the heart. Exhale, bow. Draw the feet towards each other. Either hands to your hips or arms out in front to come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. And arms to your side. And just pause for a moment to catch your breath. If you need water, please drink water anytime. Everybody doing okay so far? Yes? We're good? Virtual folks, you're doing good? Awesome. Happy face. Love it, Trudy. Thank you. And then as you're ready, come back to the top of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart again. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, bow forward. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Press into your fingers, lift the heart, exhale, bow. Step your left foot all the way back. Drop the left heel, and we're going to windmill ourselves up into warrior two. Feet are going to draw towards each other. Tuck your right hip underneath you. Press into the toe mounds of the back foot. Draw the tailbone down towards the floor as you lengthen out through the spine, and relax the shoulders as you extend the arms. Straighten the front leg. Bring your left hand to the back leg. Right arm lifts. Rotate the right palm towards the back of the mat. Draw the right shoulder blade onto your back. And instead of looking up at the ceiling, draw your ears back, lengthen the sides of the neck, lift the heart, and then bend into your front knee. Breathing. Feet are still drawing towards each other, engaging your core. Bring yourself back to warrior two. And we're going to windmill the hands to the floor. Take a block to the outside of your right foot, behind the heel, right hand to your block, straighten your front right leg, and windmill the left arm up to the sky. Trikonasana Triangle. Both legs are working towards straight. You can adjust your block height if the leg doesn't want to straighten here. Give yourself a little bit more room. Draw the tailbone into the body. Engage your core. Breathe. Bring your left arm in front of you. Roll the left shoulder blade onto the back. Take your left arm over your left ear, palm face down. As you exhale, look at your front foot. Bring your hands to the floor. Left knee to the floor and move your block out of the way. Do place something under your left knee or roll the mat. Hands to your front right thigh. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Pull your right hip back. Inhale the left arm up. Now as you exhale, draw the left elbow across the body. Keep your right hand on your right thigh to start. And draw your front ribs towards the back body and press your right hand into your thigh to create a little bit more opening. And then take your palms and press them together, palm to palm. Keep drawing the foot and knee towards each other. You can even come onto fingertips if you like, so that you can roll that right shoulder onto the back even more. You can stay here, or if you like, lift the back knee. And if you want more opening, extend the left arm to the floor, right arm goes up to the sky. Bring your hands to the floor, left knee to the floor. Good. Walk your right foot out slightly towards the right side. Left hand off the mat onto the floor, right hand to your right thigh. Push your right hand into the thigh and roll your right shoulder onto the back. Draw the foot and knee towards each other. Feel the engagement through the pelvis. Keep your head in line with your sternum, so the center of your chest. Draw the ears back, invite a little bit of a back bend. And if you like, take the right arm over the right ear, palm face down. And exhale your hands to the floor. Lift your left knee behind you. Step back, downward dog. You can take your knee pad to the right side if you're using one. Pause in downward dog for a moment. And on an inhale, step your left foot forward, drop the right heel, and windmill yourself up. Warrior two. Feet are drawing towards each other. Tuck the left hip underneath you this time. Good. Soften the shoulders. Extend the arms. Right knee is bent. Slowly straighten your front left knee. Right hand to the back leg. Left arm lifts. Rotate the left palm towards the back of the mat. Draw your left shoulder onto the back and draw your ears back. Lift the heart. And then bend into your front left knee. Exalted warrior. Breathing. And come back to warrior two. And windmill the hands to the floor. Take a block on the outside of your left heel, behind the heel. Left hand to the block, straighten your left leg. Windmill the right arm up. Trikonasana Triangle. Both legs are straight here. Feet are drawing towards each other. Tailbone draws into the body. You can always adjust the height of your block if you need. Lots of options. Keep straightening both legs. Bring your right arm in front of you this time. Roll the right shoulder blade onto the back. Right arm over your right ear, palm face down. And as you exhale, both hands are going to come to the floor. Bend into your front knee, right knee to the floor. Block goes out of the way, hands to your front left thigh. Draw your foot and knee towards each other. Pull the left hip back. Inhale the right arm up. And as you exhale, bend the right elbow, draw it across the body to the outside of your left thigh. Press into your left hand to draw the left shoulder blade onto the back, and then bring palm to palm. You can come onto fingertips if you like to keep drawing that left shoulder blade onto the back. Stay here or lift your back knee, totally up to you. And if you open the arms on the other side, you'll want to extend your right arm to the floor, left arm lifts. And bring hands to the floor, right knee to the floor. Right hand off the mat onto the hardwood. Walk your left foot out just a little bit to the left. Left hand to your left thigh. Roll the left shoulder onto your back. Draw the foot and knee towards each other, lifting and engaging through the pelvis. Keep your head in line with the sternum as you draw the ears back, opening the heart. And then extend your left arm over the left ear if you like. Breathe. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Lift your right knee, step back, downward dog. Walk your feet forward a couple of inches and widen the feet as wide as your mat. And then bend your knees. Tip your tailbone up. Put all the weight into your right hand and take your left hand to the outside of your right shin. Work towards straightening the legs and open your heart to the right side. Inhale, come back through center. Bend your knees again. Right hand goes across to the outside of your left shin and work towards straightening the legs. Opening the heart to the left. And come back to center. Walk your feet back to a regular downward dog. Come forward into plank. Lower yourself to the floor. Untuck your toes. Roll the shoulder blades onto the back. Pull your chest forward. Cobra. Lengthen through the spine. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Exhale to lower. I lost one. And push back to either thunderbolt or child's pose, whichever you prefer. Whew. Is everybody but Nicole doing okay?
You're doing grand.
You're doing grand. Okay, good. Awesome. Folks in the virtual world, you're good. Awesome. Thanks, Trudy, for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. I saw the puppies there today. One dog, at least, Trudy. I don't know if they're coming in and going out, but I saw one dog. Yeah. Chris, you're going to have to get your dog to do yoga with you as well. It's challenging. All right. From this position, we're going to push back to downward dog. Actually, no, let's come right onto our bellies. We'll do Nicole's pose. We've renamed it, but we'll come into Sphinx, okay? This is good, awesome. Elbows under your shoulders, wrists are in front of your elbows, spread your fingers. Press the tops of your feet into the floor and draw your chest forward. See if you can draw the shoulder blades onto the back as you bring the shoulders down. And then draw the ears back. And then press the tops of the feet into the floor so that your knees can even come off the floor. So you're just pressing into the top of the feet. Relax the knees. Bend into your right leg. Reach around with the right hand. Grab the right foot. Draw the right heel towards your right hip. And then press your right hip into the floor. And you want to be rotating your right shoulder forward. Yeah. Flex the toes on your right foot. Should feel a nice opening through that right quad. Slowly release the right leg. Come back to Sphinx. Reestablish yourself. A deep inhale, slow exhale. And then bend into your left knee. Reach around the left hand. Draw the left heel towards the outside of your left hip. Flex your left toes. Push your left hip into the floor. And rotate your left shoulder forward. Yeah, chest forward. Yeah, there you go. Good. Awesome. Yeah. Not so twisted, right? Yeah. Breathe. Slowly release. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Push back to downward dog. And just pause in downward dog here for a moment. Release the lower back. Draw the tailbone down towards your heels. And then bring your right knee forward to come into pigeon. So you want to bring the right knee to the outside of the mat. So not to the middle, bring it to the outside. And then press the top of your right foot into the floor. Draw your knees towards each other. In fact, first of all, walk your left knee back a bit. Stay on the toes on the back left foot, and then draw your knees towards each other so that you can feel this engagement through the back, actually through the pelvis is what I'm trying to say. Good. Take your right hand in front of you and make a fist and press your fist into the floor. And then bend your left knee and reach around with the left hand and draw your left heel towards your left hip again. Rotate the left hip and left shoulder forward and flex the toes on your left foot. And then lift through the front body. Slowly release. We're going to come onto our elbows here, all the way down into pigeon. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana in Sanskrit. Prep, that's what it's called. Keep drawing the knees towards each other. So you feel this almost scissoring effect in the pelvis. And then bring your left elbow in front of you. Bend your left arm. Make a fist with your left hand. Press your right hand into the fist and push and rotate the right shoulder blade onto your back. You should feel a nice opening through that right hip. Yes? Good. And then come back through center, press into the hands and push back, downward dog. We'll bring the left knee to the outside of the mat. Press the left top of your foot into the floor. Walk your right knee back a bit and keep on the toes behind you. So you're tucking those toes. Draw the hips towards each other, the knees towards each other. And this time we'll bring the left hand in front of us, make a fist, bend your right knee, and draw the right heel towards the outside of your right hip. Pull the right hip forward and the right shoulder forward and flex the toes on your right foot. Still breathing. Slowly release and come down onto your elbows. Keep drawing the knees towards each other, pulling your left hip back. And then bend your right arm, bring your right elbow in front of you, make a fist with the right hand, press your left hand into the right hand, and rotate yourself over towards the left as you roll the left shoulder onto your back. Keep drawing your left hip back, your knees towards each other. And bring your hands back towards center. Now, instead of pushing back to downward dog, roll to your left hip and extend the legs out in front of you. Tap your legs on the floor. And then just windshield wiper the feet side to side. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Make sure you're sitting in the middle of your mat because we're going to come right onto our backs here. Sit nice and tall. And as you exhale, just come all the way down. Bring your knees with you. Holding on to the knees, let the knees extend towards the front of your mat. And just pause, releasing your lower back, your hip flexors. And then place your feet on the floor, about hip distance apart. Press your feet into the floor, move your hips to the right about 6 inches. Extend your left leg onto the floor, flex your left foot, draw your right knee up towards you, and take your left hand and pull your right leg across the body all the way to the left side. Take your head to the left, look right, and extend your right arm out, gazing over the right shoulder. Now flex your bottom left foot and press the little toe side of the foot into the mat or the floor. Should feel a scissoring effect through the hips and a further opening in this supported twist. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, engage your core. Bring yourself back to center and place both feet on the floor. Hips come back into the middle of the mat. Please pause for a second. And then press your feet into the floor. Take your hips to the left about 6 inches. Extend your right leg. Draw the left knee up towards you and use your right hand to draw the knee across the body to the right side. Take your head to the right and then look left. Extend your left arm. Flex your bottom right foot and press the little toe side of the foot into the floor. And breathe. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, engage your core. Come back through center. Place your feet on the floor, bring your hips back to center. And then draw the knees up towards your chest and come into happy baby by grabbing the outside of your feet. Soles of the feet go up towards the sky. Draw the tailbone down towards the floor as you push your feet into the hands. And then when you're ready, slowly bring the feet together. Extend the legs out onto the floor and extend the arms overhead. Really stretch, reach, lengthen, open up the body from all the twisting. And when you're ready, come right into Shavasana. Settling as quickly as you can. Let the back body be heavy. Let the front body be light. And as you settle into your Shavasana, just let your awareness be on the breath, the inhale and the exhale. And also notice the sensations in the body from our spring cleaning, our detoxing with all our twisting, opening. Aware of the breath, aware of the sensations in the body. Take a deep inhalation of breath. Fill the lungs, expand your ribs, expand the belly. And a slow exhalation. One more deep inhalation, filling the lungs, expanding your ribs. And a slow exhale. And with each inhalation of breath, allow the awareness to return to the body. Aware of the toes, fingers, the neck and the head. And moving or stretching in whatever way the body is craving to move. And then as you're ready, slowly rolling to your right side. And just pause for a breath or two. Slowly extending your top leg. Press into the hands and once again find yourself in a seated position, sitting nice and tall. Hands on your thighs, shoulders are up, back and wide, soft gaze with the eyes or the eyes closed. Our yoga practice, whether we're aware of it or not, is always healing as it brings the mind and the body together, as it reunites us with our soul and our spirit. As we prepare for spring and the beginning of a new season. In this moment, we feel refreshed, detoxed, and ready to begin anew. Slowly bring your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll close our practice this morning by chanting the sound of Om once. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth, clear the throat. And inhale to Om. May you enjoy the benefit of your practice throughout the rest of your day, your weekend, and as you begin spring tomorrow. And may all those that you come in contact with also benefit from your practice. Namaste.